Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Damsel. So it's about a dutiful damsel who is lucky enough to find a handsome prince to marry, but yet finds out that the family recruited her just to repay an ancient debt that they have. So she's supposedly going to be sacrificed. It's on Netflix. You know, I subscribe, so that's nice. Hour and 50 minutes long-ish. 6.3 on IMDb. 20,817 people rated it. Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things. Ray Winstone. Nick Robinson's in it. Robin Wright. Not sure. But worth a shot, right? It's on Netflix. And we'll give it a shot. Stick around. I'll let you know what I think. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Damsel, and I'm going to be real quick early and then jump into some more open talk about it, spoilerish kind of stuff. So, you know, for me, you know what you're getting. No real big surprise here. I thought what it was going to be about, you know, it is, right? However, I do think I do like Millie Bobby Brown's acting. I'm not sure how much I like her as outside of acting. I don't know that much, but some things I've seen. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And this, I think she's pretty good. I liked her in Sherlock Holmes or whatever that one is. I think she's good in that too. And Stranger Things. And I even looked her up, like, wow, what a rise to fame. Like, evidently she went to some acting camp or something like that just to pass the time on a Saturday. Somebody said, wow, she's got instincts you can't train. They picked up and moved to L.A. and next thing you know, she's in Once Upon a Time or something like that. I don't know. And now there she is. But I do think she is talented. She's got some talent there. I'll also say, as you watch this, so basically, just to explain the plot a little bit, they bring her in to marry the prince, to ultimately sacrifice her to save their kingdom, right? That's all they're doing. And so, but she goes into the lair, the dragon's lair, and she has to try and fend for herself. And I saw, here's the last piece of it, saw a little Tomb Raider in her. Like, I thought she might be able to play Tomb Raider a little bit later. Now, I don't know how athletic she is or all that kind of stuff, but that it kind of reminded me of that. So, you know, it was okay. They're the things I really liked about it, but the fact that you knew what you were getting all the way right till the end, I don't know. So, spoiler alert real quick. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Let me talk a little bit more openly. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to talk a little bit more about what happens in this movie. Oddly enough, the whole time, with how she gets out in the end by telling him, you know, not necessarily how she gets out, but what she's telling him. I'm like, why didn't she tell him that in the beginning? Hey, you're being fooled. But then there'd be no movie, right? So I'm glad they kind of closed that gap for me. That was nice. The father thing cracked me up, right? One, if you're a dad and you ever think maybe you're not being the best dad ever, you do something wrong, watch this movie. How about this father? At first I was like thinking he wasn't, you know, he was aloof. He was just doing it, getting his daughter married for money, okay? Not the greatest dad of the, you know, year, but I thought, well, you know, it's, you know, he's trying to help his people too. She's going to get a good life, whatever, goes with the movie. But then to find out he was in the know the whole time, it's like, okay, well, I feel a lot better. You know, I thought that was pretty pretty awful. And then the whole thing at the end was home. Like, they're on the boat, and where do you want to go now? Home. I didn't know where they met, like after the castle burned down or the kingdom burnt down, and then they're on the bridge, and she talks to her stepmom and the other one, and you know, then they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go out and get some bounty to last a couple of freezes, whatever. I don't understand. Maybe they're on their way back from whatever she's getting. That just didn't make sense to me. Not that, but I know I brought it up here, but it didn't really matter. You know, at that point, I was fine with everything else. I don't think I forgot anything. I don't know if I was helpful at all, but you know, like I said, might be fun for a lot of other people, like I think the younger generation who haven't seen as many movies as me. So, all right, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.